So firstly, how important is it that you show this week that you can bounce back from last week's performance?
Yeah, I don't think we're really concerned about that. We knew the performance wasn't up to the levels we expected, but I think we're taking the view that one defeat in 11 and probably one bad performance in 11, it can happen. It can happen. Nobody wants it to happen, but it can happen. So I think we'll settle for going on a similar run from now on in, but obviously there's going to be a lot of hard work involved in that.
But putting the league to one side, put into context how big this game is for you this week.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's just great for the club, isn't it? Great for the players, the fans, and the football club in terms of obviously the finances that can come in. So hopefully we can have this place filled out, which I'm sure we will, and Portsmouth will bring their fans to create a really good atmosphere, and just got to get the lads bang up for it, which I know there will be, and hopefully give ourselves a good showing.
How much has maybe one eye been on this tie over the last couple of weeks, since the draw maybe?
I think so, but I don't think there had any reason behind the result of the weekend. I think on one hand the lads know better than that, because if anything they should have made sure they performed at Eastleigh, and that would be disrespectful to Eastleigh as well, who deserved to win the game on the day. So I think it's been more of a feel of excitement around the place since the draw rather than it affecting anybody's performance.
So how much homework have you done so far into Portsmouth?
Yeah, we had a long journey down there on Tuesday night. Felt like we'd been on the train for 3 days, but yeah, we went down there and watched the game against Southend and listened to a really good side. They were a League One side that was in the playoffs last season. Obviously, not too long ago they were in the Premier League and had some household names playing for them. So, and on Tuesday night they played really well against a stubborn Southend side who got plenty of bodies behind the ball and made life difficult for them. But they've got quality that can open teams up, and obviously it's something that's for us to be aware of.
When you look at League One and you look at the level that you play at, what's the biggest difference, would you say?
I think quality, obviously. I think if you make mistakes, you get punished, and you get punished more regularly. I think the higher you go up, from League One to the Premier League, they'll probably tell you no difference. So, yeah, we can't give the ball away sloppily. We've got to make sure we play with lots of energy and all the things that we want to see day to day in the National League. But we've just got to try and be that little bit better.
Do you think your pitch will make any difference? Because obviously Portsmouth won't have played on this surface very often.
I hope so. I mean, a lot of people will say that, but it depends which way you look at it. If we were 20 years ago and they were turning up on a mud bath, which potentially the old pitch could have been, would that have been any easier? So I don't know. I mean, I think we've got the best pitch out there in terms of the 3G. So I think a lot of teams turn up and they actually like the challenge, because you turn up to a lot of average pitches. But again, that's not for us to be concerned about. That's for them when they turn up on the day. But I'm sure they'll be more professional and look past that.
As for yourselves, do you relish that tag of underdogs?
Yeah, I think you have to. I think you just want to try and create the old-fashioned atmospheres where packed house and fans get on board, and hopefully you can get off to a fast start, and you're going to obviously have to have a little bit of lady luck on the day as well, and it's been done before, so why can't it be done again?
Let's look at yourself with the FA Cup. What are your highlights, your memories? Is it a cup competition you enjoyed playing in?
Yeah, I got to the semi-final with Sunderland in, I don't even know what it was, 2004 I want to say. Unfortunately we lost to Millwall 1-0. We would have played Man United in the final, so we were fortunate to get a championship team like we were in the semi-final. But yeah, it was bittersweet on the day. We didn't win. So yeah, and then trips to Wembley with Sunderland as a fan, 92, lost again. Wembley's not Sunderland's best friend, but yeah, so good memories, and it's a fantastic competition. It's the one cup competition everybody wants to do well in, because the rewards are there, and we've got a great reward in terms of getting Portsmouth in this round. It's a huge draw for us, and we just want to put on a good display. And
the draw for the second round, obviously, before you even play your first round tie. Will you take much notice of that? How will it work for you?
I think you'll hear about it, but under no illusions that we've got a mammoth task to get through before we get concerned about that. But it's nice to be in the hat for the second round, isn't it? You got to look at that. And I don't know have we ever been in the hat for the second round all once? So yeah, listen, it'll be great. It'll be a great night, and all we want to do is play to the best of our ability. Like I said, get that bit of lady look and see where it takes us.
So your team for this week, after last week, did anybody play themselves maybe in or out of the side without naming names at this stage again?
Yeah, well, we've still got obviously 2 training sessions to go, Saturday and Sunday, so it's been a bit of a longer week, so just maintaining the levels of fitness, and you don't want any more injuries. So I think we'll be fairly similar in terms of squad selection. but we can assess that again come Saturday, Sunday.
Is everybody fit at this stage?
Lloyd picked up a bit of a knock in the game that he played the other night, so we'll be waiting to see on him. Connor's back on the pitch doing pitch-based stuff, but I think this game might come a bit too soon for him. But we'll leave it to the last minute, but I think it might just be a game too soon.
And with the match being on Monday, how much has your routine had to change this week?
Yeah, we had the Wednesday off as normal, and then we come in today, had a good session this morning, and then they'll be off again tomorrow, and then we'll train Saturday, Sunday in the build-up like a Thursday, Friday towards a Saturday game. So not a great deal has changed. It'll just be that Saturday, Sunday when it'll be a bit different when you haven't got a game.